Alright, so this is gonna be a video I'll make to show how the low altitude mechanic is busted to shit in Warno and how it more or less works. So first thing is obviously we can have a helicopter, we can give the command to change altitude, go low altitude, right? Like this. It can go low altitude in the field, or it can go low altitude while above a building. Say like we've done here. It obviously doesn't go as low as if it was on an open field, but it still gets lower. Now here's the fucking part. This also works on the largest buildings in the game. So for example, the grain cell over here, the helicopter goes quite high up. Giving the change altitude command lowers it, but it's still quite high. Now if I have it move over to the behind the silo, it's still on the street. It's still very high. Obviously, if it's on the building, over building, it gets lower. But if I put it on the parking lot of a building, it gets even lower. Right. Now, important part here is that how low the helicopter will go isn't really dependent on exactly where you click. Basically, what I mean is that even though here we click on the click on the ground on the street, see that its low altitude is very high. The shop is a low altitude because if I click and change it, it goes even higher. So this is a low altitude, say behind the silo on the street. For example, this would be a low altitude on the street itself. This is above a building, small building, and this is in the parking lot of a building. So even more so it's kind of well do it like what you want. Now, more important shit about it is how it affects movement. So obviously we all know that when you have a low altitude helicopter, if you give it a move command goes high up, and it just basically cancels the low altitude command. Now, it isn't true if a helicopter is moving maximum of 430 meters. So for example, I'll put say 425 for example. And if I give it 425 meter move command like this, so it stays it in a low altitude even put it all the way. So if you have an SPA which is trying to kill your helicopter, you want to run away, give it a small move orders and it will be able to pretty much get away from it. Now the caveat to this is you cannot queue orders. So if I say try to for example, queue a couple of small orders back to back, even though individually they are less than 420, the helicopter will rise either way. So you cannot queue order it to give to maintain low altitude. If you give it a queue order, it will rise about in high altitude no matter what. That's pretty much it. Now here's the even more fucked up part about this. Helicopters. I'll move it over here for a demonstration, right? Helicopter, and actually refuel it as well, goddamn. So now we established the helicopter will maintain the low altitude as long as the movement command is less than 430 meters. Let me just refuel. This is true even if we're moving over a building. So for example, in this case, if we make it move over to the other side of the block, which is only 330 meters, it will rise slightly when it's flying over a building, but will actually go back low on the other side. Right? This is quite important mechanic right here. Now, let's refuel a helicopter showing something even more fucking busted. Now, one thing about low altitude command, you cannot go low altitude over tree lines. So no matter how small the tree line is, if you're over the tree line, you're not disabled for it, right? No matter what you do. However, you can actually move through a tree line at a low altitude. What I mean by this is, for example, we have a helicopter here on a low altitude next to a tree. I have it move over to the road, which is less than 430 meters. And it's gonna do something very fucking fucked up. So observe. It will clip through the entire forest, get to the other side, and then while maintaining low altitude. Now this is quite fucked up on its own, but here's something even more fucked up. If I give it a move command through the forest, but I stop it while it's in the forest, it does not rise. See? Now I have a helicopter literally hiding inside the forest and on a low altitude. And if a line of sight tool is anything to go by, you still have a very good line of sight pretty much all around you. Only thing I haven't tested yet if the firing the gun causes the helicopter to change altitude. So I know that if I give it fire on a location command, the rotary cannon, it will rise. But I am yet to test out how that shit works regarding actual AI targeting the other units themselves.